What's up, guys? Jeff from Texas Moto Works. So, yes, that's my robot zipping around. That's a sign of my OCD. If you've been following along, you know that this week I got last week got the Harley all together, and I think it was a big home run with that color. And if you know the story, well, I can go ahead and tell you if you want to hear it, but if you know the story, it's a weird one. So basically, I did that bike, God, we're going on a year now. It was a bone stock 91, hideous, and I did the wheels on it. I did a lot of stuff. I did the exhaust and reshot the motor and did quite a bit to it. But when I painted it a like a burgundy. And if you've seen my other videos, you know all about that. It just was never really it just was not a good color. So fast forward to 3 weeks ago, and I'm watching the Mecum motorcycle auction from January. And if you guys know, if you're in the sport bike game, you're already going to know this story. But there was a 1974 Kawasaki Z2 that came up for auction, and there was a big drama with that. If you haven't watched it, it's on YouTube. Just type in Kawasaki Z2 and you'll see the whole thing. But I watched it, and as I was watching, I was like, wow, that is a great color. Let's do the Harley that color. So reached out to my guys at RS Bike Paints in England. They had the color, they mixed the color up for me, and we shot it in that color, and I think it just looks incredible. You want a closer look? Here, watch this. Look at that. I think it just came out incredible. It just reeks of 70s, doesn't it? Now, I know the bike's a 90s bike, but you know, it looks like an old vintage bike. I think that color is right at home. I don't even know what to call it. It's a gold, it's a green, it's a brown, it's got shades of everything in it. My painter added a little more flake into it, and I just did, actually my guy Jason, the painter, gave me these decals. I think they're good for the time being, but I don't think that's where we're going to end up. I've been looking at getting maybe a stock, like a Harley, like a badge that would be on a, I don't know, a stock Softail, stock Heritage. I think the Dynas would fit up there, but something not a decal, more of like an emblem or like a badge. So we'll see. The air cleaner thing is off of it right now just because I've been working on the carb, trying to get this thing dialed in. It's still running rich. It's not so much the rich running that's killing me. It's it does this mid throttle, like when you're cruising, it kind of surges. I don't even know how to describe it. Kind of gurgles. So it's just beating me up. I think a lot of it is this S&S carb. They don't have a great reputation on the internet. There's a lot of guys that swear by them, but there's even more guys that Harley guys that don't like them at all. And apparently the hot ticket is putting on the McCuney. I forget which one it is. I think it's an HSC or HST something. Anyway, I'm thinking of doing that, but I'm holding off on it because I think what the next step is going to be on this bike, I'm going to throw one of those Ultima motors in it. So this is a stock 91 motor. I think it's all of maybe 60 horsepower, probably less. And I don't know, it runs okay. It's just kind of a dog. The Ultima motor that I'm looking at is 140 horsepower, but from what I'm being told, I'm going to have to gusset the frame and obviously upgrade the primary, which is not a big deal, and upgrade the transmission. Again, not a huge deal. But it's funny, now that I've got this bike out in the bikeosphere, or the awareness, or that I've shown it to the public, I'm starting to get offers on it. I don't even have it for sale. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I really, you know, I liked the bike before, but now that it's the color that I like, I'm really just at the point where I think I'd like to just ride it for a while and enjoy it. I also took the baffles, they're sitting over there on the table. I took the baffles out of the exhaust and it sounds just incredible. And that's an Ultima exhaust on it and they are really neat, but look at how wide it is going around a right-hand corner. I dragged something on Sunday and I don't quite know what it was. I can't find any damage on the pipe. I'm thinking maybe it's the mount that's down there underneath. Let's hope. But they sure sound awesome. Price was right, and the big thing is they have the heat shields, which the drag pipes that I had didn't, and they yellowed all up in here and they look terrible. So these having the heat shields, they look dynamite. If you watch the earlier videos, I did the Dyna ignition, which is behind the cam cover, and then I got just a generic chrome cam cover instead of the stock Harley one. I think that just looks nice. So that is that. That is that. So that's what we're up to. Other stuff going on. The Kawasaki Concord, waiting on a junction box. I had sent the junction box off to the supposed guru to fix the junction box, and I got it back and it was worse than when I sent it. So I just mailed that back out today. This bike's going to be for sale. This is a great little gem. It's a 24,000 mile bike. Runs, rides, and handles and all that stuff, and not a lot of money, 2,500 bucks. If you've been following me, you know I deal a lot with the Concours. I really like them. They're great machines, and we all know about that bike. So anyway, that's what's going on, guys. Thanks for tuning in on a Friday night, and stay tuned.